Now, not everybody wants to build their own cars, and one company who's made a reputation for themselves for custom cars is Burnham Autos, and we sent our cameras along for a sneaky look.
I used to be in the bike trade years ago, and it was a natural progression from there. I did bikes 24 hours a day, then I thought, well, this is getting a bit boring. I started doing cars a little bit. I started by myself, been doing it 18 years now. Seem to have got a reasonable reputation for myself, so we try and do a good job, that's what counts. We were a lot smaller a couple of years ago. We moved to this premises about 2.5 years ago. At the beginning it was very small scale, just a 2-car garage, and it was all word of mouth. Then we met a chap called Justin who works for a magazine, a good friend of mine who's no longer with us unfortunately. But he got us some advertising, it started picking up from there. Now we advertise in the magazines, it's half word of mouth, it's half from the adverts.
I've asked Paul to change out the front suspension unit, got a new cross member, put in vented discs, complete unit out of a 2.8i Capri. The engine's been changed out for a 351 Windsor, which is a 5.7 litre V8 engine, which is vastly upgraded from the old unit. And the old suspension, being old geometry and things like that, it's can't put up with the extra stresses put on by the new engine. Paul's worked on it before. He helped in the finishing stages of fitting out the doors and various other bits and pieces. And all the work he's done on it has been really good, which is why I've returned again.
Some jobs come in just for a couple of days or even a couple of hours work just to get something sorted out. Other ones come in for a full rebuild, can be here for months, or longer. Got a variety of cars in at the moment. They range from a 63 Chevy pickup truck, which is for a ground up rebuild. We had it back to bare chassis. We started off as a light rebuild, and as usual it progressed into several more jobs than we wanted, but that's okay, it looks really good now. He's had full paintwork, full interior, he's having digital dashboard. Basically it's going to be a new truck that looks like an old truck. That'll be quite nice when it's finished. We've got a 1953 Chevrolet, which was a 4-door sedan. It's now a lowrider. It's 2-doored, it's chopped 4 inches, it's got lowered hydraulic suspension, new paintwork obviously. Lots of little subtle body mods as well, and a complete interior it's going to have. Again, it will go out finished. A lot of cars come down. They come down initially just for a small amount of work. Then they say, okay, well you can do this, we'll have that done, and they save up a bit more money and have a bit more done, which is okay, but they tend to overlap a little bit. Probably about the best car we've actually built so far between us is the Hearse 59 Chevrolet. A Hearse from original actually was a funeral car once in its life. It's got a small block Chevrolet engine and it's supercharged, which isn't the norm, but it is quite common these days. But it's got lots of trick stuff as well. The more you look at the car, the more you'll see. It's got hydraulic suspension, it's got a complete stainless exhaust system, it's got a really wicked stereo that you can't see until you start opening panels up. In the back it's got lift-up panels, they're all pneumatics, so you can't see any of the linkage, it all works by remote control. It's trick, it's very nice. The exhaust has got flamethrowers built in the end. Probably not completely street legal, but definitely good fun at a car show. Basically they've got spark plugs in the exhaust system right near the end of the pipe. You rev the car up, you hit the switch, it kills the ignition. While the engine's dying, you're still pumping fuel round. When the fuel gets to the end, the spark plugs are alight, flames. Ambition? To become financially stable. It's very hard to make a living. I mean, everyone will think I'm just saying it, but every job is time consuming. You do find it hard to justify how long things take sometimes. Therefore, it's always a bit on a tight budget, financially. I'd like to have my own premises and just keep working, really. Just keep enjoying it. Hope I don't lose that.